I noticed something recently with the whole ICE situation. You know, I don't quite care for politics. 20 years old, I got bigger problems. I don't really care. But one problem I found is that people on the left are laughing and saying how, making fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and people on the right are making fun of a mother's death and a person who was, I don't know the context behind it, but a person who died in Minneapolis. I don't know if it was him or them. I don't know, but no one has any compassion anymore. They're not like, yeah, I mean, they're not like, hey, yeah, I don't like his political opinions, but it's unfortunate that he died, or hey, I don't like your political opinions, but hey, I can agree that it is unfortunate that he died, or she died, or whatever. It's more of like a laughing contest. The victims get hurt even more after death because we want to radicalize, we want to martyrize these people for a cause that we believe in instead of reflecting on the fact that this is just a bunch of bullshit. You aren't fighting anything worth fighting for. You are not doing anything valuable. I'm sorry I gotta be the one to tell you this, but you're not. There are people starving on the streets. There are people who need a smile, who need a friend. Your corner of the world needs you to pick up litter and explain what we can do to better the world. Talk realistically about capitalism and what we could do to make it better with acknowledging that it is the best. It is the least evil out of evils. These are things you have to discuss with family and friends. Discuss, not argue. You need to stop fighting your fellow American, okay? And whether you like being called an American or not, these are your neighbors. These are your friends, these are your family, these are people that have whole lives. You'll never experience what they did. They'll never experience what you did. It's a unique experience, and politics just seem to completely wipe out any and all compassion. Any sort of sympathy gets completely annihilated once the smallest piece of politics come into play. Truly, tell me one thing. The last time you talked about politics, did anything change? Or was it just arguing? What about the time before that? Any of the times? Have you done anything that's beneficial to your neighbors with politics? Has that helped you in any manner whatsoever? It hasn't. It has not. I can guarantee you 99% of the time it will not help. And the 1% of the time isn't worth it compared to the relationships you will ruin. Stop talking about politics. They do nothing. Stay in politics. Keep caught up on the news. That's important as an American. But stop talking politics with other people. It's like discussing your pay raise at work. Probably don't do that. You can, but don't. Keep it to yourself. Pay attention to your pay raise, obviously, how much you make. But your coworker doesn't need to know that. He's worrying about his own. And then you guys will just get in arguments about, oh, I should be paid more. Oh, you should be paid more. Or, no, I get paid because of this. You're not worth that much. You're not doing anything beneficial. The amount of hate that we throw at each other. I've seen the worst on both sides. I've seen the left say that we shouldn't get rid of any illegal immigrants. Not even the drug cartels or anything like that. And the right says we should get rid of all immigrants, not even illegal ones. The libertarians think that they have the high ground because they're smart, thinking the government should be removed. The independents think that they've got it all figured out, they're special. No. You all are fucked. I am fucked. Politics are fucked. They don't do anything. Don't you get this? I'm not trying to have a moral high ground either. I'm just trying to explain how I've kept at least a little bit of peace in my life. Is not talking politics. Because I have never seen a single case, not a single case when politics come to light, that someone changed their mind. Not once. You have to be right from the get-go, and if you're wrong, then you lost. Oh, hey man, you're doing this wrong. Oh, okay, thank you. I will grow and become a new person from this information you've given me. But when it's politics, it's, hey man, you're wrong. Hey, go fucking kill yourself. You piece of shit. Oh, that guy died. Well, he was on my party, so I'm glad he died. Oh, she died. I'm glad that she died. Do you see how fucked this is? And it's not getting better. Do you know what the real problem is? Do you want to know the real problem? Is that we have parties to begin with. Do you understand how stupid that is? It's like the segregation of the church. It just divides. The whole point is not to divide. It's to be together. No one seems to get this. Parties are stupid. All it does is make you be like, oh, I'm in this party, I guess I need to believe this, or oh, I'm in this party, I have to believe that. Because you want to fit in somewhere. When that is not how it should work. They're dividing us. Because if you're fighting amongst yourself, then how will you see them doing us wrong? The Republicans believe that everything is perfect in America and we need to try and make everyone else in the world know that we are the perfect people and this is God's given country. This is God's country. God wanted us to have this. This is our country and God's country. This is heavenly and holy. And the left want you to believe that capitalism is literally the devil. And that America is like the worst place ever for anyone trying to get any diversity or trying to get out and grow. America is like the best place for opportunities. But it is not holy and it's got problems. But you just heard me say all that and you thought about what my political opinions are. How I'm wrong. Instead of just realizing what America really is. Instead of paying attention to what I was saying, you're paying attention to what I mean. You weren't paying attention to me getting mad. You weren't paying attention to me explaining what the problems are. You were listening to me explain what my ideas were, what my opinions were. And you probably didn't agree with one of them. That's the problem. That's the problem. You are listening to what you want to. You are not hearing the words. You want an argument, not a discussion. You want to feel better, not do better. You want to pretend you are a savior for your cause when in fact all you do is sit there and cry and bitch and complain. You're giving up your peace and your relationships for a little bit of pride. You're losing the battle that you should actually be caring for. You're not taking care of your corner of the world. You're worrying about a bigger picture that doesn't fucking matter. What does it matter if Israel's doing something? What does it matter if there's a war in Russia? What does that concern you? What does that concern you right here and right now? Should you know of it? Yeah. Look into it one time and be like, oh, okay, so this is what's happening. And then forget about it for months. And then look into it again. Instead of constantly having your feed be demolished by politics. You should know of really big things that are happening in the world. And you should only check on them once in a while. And you should only check on stuff that's happening in the country every couple weeks. Big stuff. You should only pay attention, and you should pay attention to your local news daily. Get rid of your misconceived bullshit and worry about your corner of the world. You see that piece of trash on the ground? Pick it up. Go to the food pantry. Donate a bit of food. You're not important. I hope you know this. And I'm not trying to make that seem like, I'm not trying to say, hey, you're stupid and you're not worth anything. No. But you find yourself to be way more important than you are. Care for yourself, love for yourself, but you're not as important as you think you are. your opinion doesn't matter that much. You should keep boundaries, and this sounds bad, but I'm just trying to let you know that your political opinions, your political ideology is not important. You are important. You are important, and don't forget that. But your politics do not matter. We are being divided day in and day out with no hope of ever escaping. Because no one will just listen. Will just be here and listen. We used to have religion. We used to be God-centered, God-fearing. We used to have families and care for them. We used to hug them. We used to love our children. We used to connect with each other on a daily basis. Now all we do is fight each other and put each other down. I'm not trying to do this to make myself seem better or make everyone seem bad. What I'm trying to do is have you understand this, because I care for you guys. You need to give yourself peace. You need to stop with the politics. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit anyone else. Go help the homeless. Go spend time with your family. Go do hobbies. Learn more about yourself. Explore life. Go to a new place. Try a new drink. Go get your favorite snack and watch your favorite movie. Stop caring about politics. We're fucked. We're fucked. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay? Politics used to matter. But it's all a big joke. And whatever you say or you do, unless you dedicate like your whole life to it, you won't change anything globally. You alone won't change anything. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this. I'm not trying to tell you to not chase your dreams, or if there's a cause that you actually care for, not to go after it. But if it's just a political opinion, like let's say you think that I should be removed from the country, what are you as a person gonna do to change that? Nothing. How are you going to change that? You should care. You should love. You should hurt for people who are hurting. You should feel good. You should care. But this hasn't turned into caring. This has turned into a political high ground. And everyone loses. You are not special with your ideas. You are not important with what you think I should do, or who you think the president should be, or new policies that we should instate. You are not... You do not have to stress yourself over this. Stop. Stop talking politics. And the next time someone brings up politics to you, be like, hey, I don't want to talk politics. They only make each other mad. And they'll use it as like a way of saying, oh yeah, it's just a discussion. We're just discussing. That just leads to a debate. That just leads to the relationship being damaged because you're seeing something that you don't believe in. You're seeing something that hurts you. That doesn't matter, by the way. You definitely need to see the good and bad of people. But politics, they don't matter. Obviously, if you're like liberal and then conservative, obviously it might not work out that well. But even that, I believe conservatives and liberals can be friends. You don't have to believe the same things. You don't have to radicalize every thought to one side or the other. You can have a mixture. Don't let the color of the party determine your ideas. Let your ideas determine the color of your party. People seem to change their mind and like get into a certain mindset, and then they just, if they just start going to the left, they're like, oh man, well I guess I better believe, ICE is bad. Oh well, capitalism is kind of the devil. Oh, the rich, we should eat the rich. Oh, actually, America's the worst, and I hope that it gets like blown up or something. No. Don't. Just... Why do you let your peace be interrupted? Why do you let your anger be played with? Why do you let yourself go uncontrolled? You think you're controlling yourself, but you're not. You're letting yourself being taken over. Do you know self-control? Do you know how to tell yourself, you know, I probably shouldn't eat that? Or do you know how to tell yourself, you know, maybe I shouldn't drink tonight? You need to learn how to say, hey, this is not worth it. I'm just seriously not trying to be mean, and you guys are important. It's just politics aren't. They are not. They are not important. We lose so much peace every day from how the world is already. Why are you letting the rest slip out? Why are you letting yourself be taken over by these demons? Can't quite remember the phrase, but I think it's a nation divided cannot stand. I feel like America's pretty divided right now. So please, stop caring about politics. You're better off not caring at all than caring too much. If you have to cut it completely out of your life, do that. I think people should still be involved on a semi-regular basis, just to keep in touch with how things are playing out every few months, and take all of the information within like one day, because it drains you. It drains you on a daily basis. It ruins you. So take it all on one day if you really need to know politics, and then, you know, it's going to hurt. You're not going to feel good because you're learning this. It's going to use your emotions, but stop using your emotions every day. You're not supposed to go through all of your emotions in one day. You're supposed to feel little sparks of emotions with little things throughout the day, and one pretty consistent emotion throughout the day. That feeling of getting overwhelmed, that feeling of being confused and angry and sad and wanting to be happy, that sensation of possible depression, it's from your emotions being used too much. And the one thing that uses your emotions more than anything, it's politics. We were not meant for this. We were not meant to hurt and cry, be sad. We weren't meant to care about things on the other side of the world. We were meant for so much more. I just hope you can see what I mean. We need to stick out. We need to stick up for each other. We have to stop pretending we're better and start realizing we're all broken in some way. Everyone. Whether you like them or not. You need to understand that we're all humans. You have to stop. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself stop hurting. Stop pushing stupid things that just waste your life away in exchange for a bit of pride, or to fake doing something important, to make yourself feel like you did something important when you did not. Just find a bit of peace.